bitch, she rare. They all gon' stare. Bad little bitch, she rare. Bad little bitch, she rare. Bad little bitch, she rare. They all gon' stare. Bad little bitch, I'm rare.
Hey everybody, what's good? That is your girl J.RENAE. You know, I always got something saying, oh my God, we got a special guest in the building. Y'all may know her as Miss Big Fun, straight out the mall. And she got a story to tell about how she got here. Y'all, well, let me tell y'all, she is rare. She is she, and she is her. You understand me? Give it up for the one, the only, Sunni the Rapper.
Hey, come on with the intro. You are so funny. I want to put my phone down so that I don't hit it or anything. But I love that intro. That was lit. Thank you.
Girl, you know, I got to give you your props because from day one, I was like, she got bars. Like, I need to hear more bars. And girl, when I tell you, you have given us hit after hit after hit, I was like, okay, Sunni.
Period. Thank you. You know, I try. I was just telling them how much I feel like I be behind sometimes because I feel like people be dropping music like every month. And I just be like, look.
When I tell
I'm
you,
trying
girl,
to make sure it makes sense.
girl, when I tell you, oh my God. Girl, sometimes I just be wanting to put on a bikini and walk down the street. Like, like, yes. You got to tell me your story because we know the story of you in the girl group, but we do not know your own personal story.
You're right. Hold on. Sorry. Trying to make sure I have the best lighting for you. And I think I found it. Yay.
You good, girl, you good.
You said, repeat the question again. Sorry.
Tell us about your story. Like, who is Sunni the Rapper? Where did she come from? How did she get her start?
Period. So, like you said, I did come from a group. This has been a year now that I've been a solo artist, and it's so crazy because it seemed like it was just yesterday. But it's been a year, and I came from being in a group, you know, being signed to Matthew Knowles, and then going from a group to a duo, and then us going on our solo journey. So it's really been like, I feel like I've lived 3 different lives now. Honestly, I'm like, man, I'm on my 3rd life here, I swear. But it's been amazing, the journey from beginning to end. So I'm here now. I've dropped my 3rd single as a solo artist, Thick. And I'm excited because it's like, thus far has been my favorite. It's my baby. Like, I really, really like this song. Like, I just feel like overall, the melody, the beat, the cadence, everything about it, it's just like a really good song. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited that like it's out and people, I'm gonna work my butt off to make sure that I reach as many people as possible for them to hear it, you know?
Now, this is what I heard. You're originally from LA, right?
Yeah.
So how'd you end up from the Mo and then your music is so like it envelops all genres at the same time? Because you know, like, is there a certain part of LA they got their own sound or? Okay, so tell me about it. Tell me about it.
So yeah, I was like born in LA. My family's from LA. My mom's raised in LA. I go back and forth to LA pretty often. So it's definitely a part of me and my culture and just how I was raised in my house. Even though I was still raised in Texas, my mama, she was very much so LA. Like from the music that we listened to just how her mentality was just in general. So I always feel like I had a little bit of both, but I definitely feel like the influence of like my friends and stuff like that, that's Texas, you know what I mean? Because I was raised with people from Texas, so I got to like I learned a lot of the culture from them because it was natural, you know what I'm saying? That was all they knew. So I really got to just live knowing both. So I think that's probably why a lot of people don't even know. I go places and a lot of people, I tell them I'm from Texas and they don't, I mean, from Houston, they be like, really? Like, you know, it seem like, you know, just like it, whatever you do. I be like, nah. And then they be like, oh, you don't rap like it. I'm like, well, what does a Texas girl rap like?
They talk about either similar to Meg Thee Stallion or similar to that old school slow rap, and it's like
It's the old school slow rap because I
like
feel like with Megan, she doesn't really sound like a, she do but don't. She has her moments. I feel like,
right, and I'm like, dude, it's like New Houston. You cannot just put everybody into the category. Like, granted, we give homage to the OGs, but it's like there's a whole
Right,
new sound out there that I don't think that the city has totally welcomed, but they
right,
need to because
yeah.
I
Because
like
it's
everybody music.
I like me too, and I never was really like a Houston listening. I didn't really listen to a lot of Houston artists besides Zero growing up. Like he was really the only Texas artist that I really like jammed. Like
Like
was
I
it was
feel you. And then
so
like growing up, female artists, we really did not have a lot of those. Except I still count Lauryn Hill as a rapper because
me too, right? So
like everything is
that was
everything. That girl spit.
right. It was very inspirational. She's very like she really made me be like, damn. Like I don't know. I always admired Lauren from the Fugees. Like I was a Fugees fan. So when she was in the Fugees, I loved her. I always loved the sound. I used to be a real like hip hop lover. Like, listening to like Kendrick. Like I was really on that at one point, and I still am, but I think that I definitely allow the other types of music into my everyday now to the point where, then when I grew, I feel like into a different image, it started naturally becoming what I rapped about because it was who I was becoming as a person. You know what I mean? I was growing up a little bit, when I was younger, it was like hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. And then when you be like, oh shit, there's other
Yeah.
shit out there. Oh
Right, like
shit, I
oh
feel like
this.
being ratchet today. I feel like being a bad bitch. Let me talk about,
Yeah,
I
oh
started going,
trust me, I know because I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't care what who made thing, I still jam Paramore. I sure do.
oh, I love
I,
Paramore.
I sure do. I don't care
But
if people be like,
I
oh my
still
god,
jam Avril Lavigne and
oh
like
kiss.
stop playing with me. I have my random moments in the car. Like I swear, like
I was just listening to a song on the way over here. It was like I used to be a stickler for like songs. Remember after the Disney movies, they'll have like the actual celebrities sing like a version of it or something.
yeah, I
But
remember that.
yeah, I was like, dang. Like I was just thinking of Go Go Gadget, and I was listening to this song called "I'll Be Your Everything," and I was like, dang, they used to hit like that.
Yeah. It definitely did hit different back then the music, but it's okay because I feel like that's the beauty of music in general. It just always evolves and evolves and evolves and evolves, and that's just what's gonna happen. So I feel like if you don't, you just either gotta evolve with it, or you're gonna be stuck in the same spot. Like I don't know else to tell you. And I know I'm not trying to be stuck in the same spot, so I just evolved with the music. So I think that I keep that mentality even with my songs. That's why every song y'all hear is not the same. You know what
I
I'm
was just
saying?
about to ask you that because it shows your range. To be honest, like how singers have those octaves, rappers have that range within their singles and within their entire projects. And I'm just saying, you did that. I'd be like, hell yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I be hard on myself, girl. I be feeling like, I guess what I
God.
feel like people in the world be liking sometimes, and then I don't be liking it. I be thinking like, this what y'all like? Like, well, then I must be too complex, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I be like, what? But then I always just remember like, who for you gonna be for you, so that don't really even matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I try not to be too hard on myself. But girl, sometimes I be like, whew.
Talk to me about, you
Take
taking
my skin
in
off.
taking in your growth because there's some people, as we both know, in this industry that are stuck in their words, but you take us with you on that journey of growth through your music. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I think that that's important. for me to express myself in whatever comes to me, because that's like the freedom of doing music. You know, it's expression. It's how you know, express yourself like as artists. Well, for those who really actually like write their music, I guess like I write my music, so it's my expression. It's things that I've seen, been through, or you know what I'm saying. Someone close to me maybe has been through. It's always relatable. It's always gonna be, because that's the only thing I see myself really talking about. Even if it's wretched, I don't care. It's gonna be relatable. You know what I mean? Like, because we all have our wretched moments. We all have our bougie moments. We all have our, you know what I'm saying? We just, as
Oh, you know, and then, you
period,
know,
like
sometimes,
we're not all different as we like to think. Like we still go through a lot of the same things and emotions and feelings. So I feel like I'm just giving y'all each one of them, and it's gonna keep evolving, you know? Like I'm gonna be able to really share just my personality through every song, and that's what I know I vow to do for my people, my fans, and just myself in general, you know? So that's just what I'm focusing on.
have you linked with other artists since, you know, you being independent? It's really been a year.
I know, yeah.
That's crazy.
It
What
seemed
are,
like it
yeah.
came by so fast. Like,
Like I remember when you announced that you were going independent, I was like, okay, it's really happening. It's really happening. And then, you know, you just took off. Just phew. And I mean, look, once again, I'm not saying to nobody, so don't nobody take the throne when I say that. Just
girl, you
so
don't have to explain that. We know what you mean, but I get it. Like it did, a lot of it happened really quickly, and I think and I really think that was just because of the people that I had behind me. They was just like they helped me. You know what I'm saying? Really like put things into play and make smart decisions, because I know I have the talent, I know I have the image, I know I have the sound. It's just getting me in front of the right people, and you know, expanding my fans, expanding my brand as much as possible until like that one song stick. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I've been trying to like think about it, focus on, because if you don't, you can get lost in the sauce of just everything in life on the side. You know, I try to take it one task at a time, one song at a time. So yeah.
now I ain't gonna lie. You are like a genius when it comes to sampling because you make the sample work for you and not you work for it. And you got to tell me, like, what is the mindset when you go into these? Because I'm like, "Damn," like
With
you
this last
like you
one,
make it your own.
with this last one, it was really like the first time I've ever listened to beats that I didn't make from scratch and then pick a beat. So this beat was already made, and sorry, shout out to Sarge. We went in the studio because he was like, I really want to work. We had cooked some stuff up, but then he was also like, I'm gonna let you listen to some beats I already had. So we already made two from scratch, and then he let me listen to them, and I picked that one. And when I went home to write, I just wrote to that one first. It was like that one was just stuck in my head. That beat was stuck in my head. I loved it, and I just didn't even use the other two. I was like, yeah, I just want to record this. Like, and then the moment I let other people hear it, they was like, bro, this song is hard. Like, this is the one. Like, this is hard. Like, that was really the reaction I was getting from everybody, and that was like the first time, not the first time, that was like the first time it was like a majority reaction. Usually people always have a little mixed emotions sometimes about my music. Like my close friend people, because they gonna tell me the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, because that's what they there for. But this one, no, everybody was like, yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, like I was like, I gotta repost it because it's not every day that you can hear a sample that somebody worked right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Right.
girl, like I said, I give you your flowers every time I see you. I'm like, cause you're it. That's what I'm saying.
I
And
appreciate
you
that.
write your lyrics, and so you know that, and you have this creative control when it comes to your music videos or even, how you want to be out there in the world. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And talk to me about the importance of having yourself within these rooms and still remaining self.
I think that's definitely dope and important. I love how hands-on that I can be, especially now, me being a solo artist is different because I don't have to meet nobody halfway or, you know what I'm saying, go with nobody else's ideas or anything like that. Like, it's solely my ideas, it's solely me. And I have people who are just helping me create those ideas come to life. So pretty much everyone around me is like helping make the train move, you know what I'm saying, with my vision. So it's really dope to have that, you know what I mean? Because it really helps make a lot of the things that you see happen. So it just that's just so important to be able to be like creatively, because even when we was signing Matthew, like we was not able to be that on hands creatively. Like everything, a lot of things was very much so just laid out, and that was just how it was gonna be. Versus, I feel like we would have been able to really have creative control. Like people would have been able to be more relatable to us. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we could have related to them. We was very creative people, but and then even when I was in a group, it was like not saying that it was bad, but we always, it's two of us. We're always gonna have one vision and we come together on the vision. You know what I'm saying? So now it's me, it's my vision, and it's been a blessing to be able to be this hands-on with it. It gets stressful. Girl, it gets stressful. But when you love something so much, it's like you just cry it out for a little second or do what you need to do and you keep pushing. Like you just keep pushing. Cause it's like you have this feeling in your heart, like that's just your purpose. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Like, and just keep going until things lay out the way they're supposed to lay out. So that's just the feeling that I've always had inside of me. So that's what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I deal with the little stress.
Now
It's
performing.
hard being an independent artist. You fund everything yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I have help, of course, from my team, but like we all just try to make it happen.
Now performing, were you nervous a little bit performing by yourself because you are so used to being in group settings for a long time?
I'm not gonna lie, I really thought that I was gonna be nervous. Girl, I swear to God, I did. Girl, I got up on that stage that first time I performed, it was a real. It was like, this is what I guess because I've been doing it for so long that it didn't matter no more if nobody was to my left or my right. It was just like this is what I know I can do. I know I can perform. Like, so I'm not gonna let not having nobody next to me make people not see how well I can perform. I guess that was the mentality that I went in. And so because I had that mentality, it made it very easy for me to execute. You know what I'm saying? So when I executed, it was just like, damn. And then I showed out, did a little extra, and I was like, woo, bitch, I don't know. I ended up on the floor and everything, girl. I don't know. I said, oh, this who you is, Sunni? Okay. Nah, but for real, it was really like a liberating feeling as well because I was like really proud of myself because I was like, yeah, you did this. You could do this. See, you didn't think you could do this, but you did this. You know what I mean? So it was one of them moments, and I think I was very much so proud of myself.
Do you ever want to collaborate with different artists in the city, or are you just working with yourself
I
at
do
this
have some
point?
collaborations I have done and trying to make happen. So that's definitely in the works. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And I just hopped on a track with Desiree Simone. So we had a song we did together called Not Hers. It's a really good song. Like we spitting both 16s on there. We was going in. It's rapping Sunni. So it was a dope song. So I love I've loved so far collaborating with artists. I have yet I'm just starting. So like I have so many that I want to collaborate with. And I'm realizing it's a lot it's a little harder than I thought it was. Like everybody's schedule be really hectic and crazy. Some people, it's just hectic. Okay, trying to get everybody things in, but I'm gonna make it happen because it's me. And I'm gonna make it. But
Facts,
I
big facts.
definitely am going to be doing more collaborations in the future.
Now, even though you didn't sign a record deal, you're still technically independent. You signed, was it a marketing deal or
A distribution deal.
a distribution deal? Tell me about that.
I signed with Create Music. Is really dope because before I signed, I got to go out there and like, meet them. We already had a relationship with them, so it was kind of like I really definitely think that they was gonna help push me to the next step. You know what I mean? And that was really my number one goal because I'm trying to go task by task, step by step. So instead of like trying to get a label to like recognize me, I'm just trying to keep pushing myself. You know what I'm saying? Forward and helping make sense and helping keep revenue in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like me seeing my shit as an independent artist. So I like, yup, they want me, I'm coming. Let's go.
Are you looking to sign with any record label at the moment, or are you just remaining independent?
At this exact moment, I mean, I'm not necessarily like trying. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna say that if it didn't present itself, I wouldn't, or that it hasn't. But right now, my number one goal is just building my fan base on my own, becoming my own, becoming more of an asset so that when they do come to me, I have a little bit more control over the situation versus letting them have control over the situation. So that's my number one goal right now.
Girl, and speaking of fan base, when I tell you your fans show up and show out, I be
That's
like,
some
baby.
HBIC. They be ready, okay?
I be like, y'all like the in-person beehive over here. I be like, one, two, okay, number 45, okay, number
You
99.
funny.
I be like, okay, but and okay, no, okay, one, two, carry the two, multiply to 10. Okay, all right.
You funny.
Talk to me about growing your fan base and then, allowing your fans to get that transparency with you every time.
It's really dope. I really love it. My fans are literally my friends in my head. I make them feel that way on purpose because I want them to always feel like they can be relatable to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't make myself necessarily accessible at all times, but when you're there to support me, yeah, I'm gonna give you my attention. You're gonna be there with me. You're gonna be turning over me. I'm gonna make you feel like, yo, worthwhile. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Spending money for me. So it's kind of like, why would I not give them all of me in that moment? Like, that's what that's for. So I just try to make sure I do that. I keep group messages. I do different things where I give back and I'll go to hookah spots and let girls come and we'll just chill, smoke hookah on me. Like I just do little things so that they can, like I said, just feel like they can relate to me and that, you know what I'm saying? Like see my process of me, because I'm slowly getting up there to the point where people are knowing who I am. So it's kind of like you're seeing my journey firsthand, like an up close view. Because when it gets to a certain point, I won't be able to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know that it's important to connect with my fans right now, while I can, while I'm just to the point where, it ain't too crazy and I gotta do the most and niggas don't know how to act. Like, all right.
Yeah, like we don't want, if you do it, you could charge $1,000 for the picture, but I'm just saying, like, you're gonna slide me a deal. I'm
I
gonna
don't even
pay.
think I would charge $1,000 for no fuck. I don't even see, like, I feel like Beyonce would have been did that dumb shit then if it was like what? I don't know. But I get it. At this point, everybody in the world trying to get that hustle on, even Chris Brown. So shit. He probably make an extra 50 racks every stop off them damn pictures. Okay? That shit add up.
It do.
That shit add up.
But look, you gotta tell me your process going um into the booth, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's because I always ask people this because I'm curious. Like, some told me, you gotta cut all the lights out, and then
Yeah,
I'll be
you'll be
like,
fine like
I'll be
that.
like, okay, and maybe a ghost up in there. You know,
Mm.
or some may be like, oh, you gotta light some candles, or just stuff like that. I'm like, okay,
I should try all of that, girl, because I don't be caring about none of that but getting this song done. I go up in there like, let's go. All I do is probably smoke me a blunt before. And then I'm like, bitch, let's go. I'm in my song. I'm ready. Lay it on me.
And you said earlier, you listen to beats, that are made from scratch. Do you produce them?
No, I'll just help tell them how I want the beat.
Okay, you still hit maker.
So it's like a co-producer, I guess. Be like, oh yeah, keep that out at the drums, like, and then they'll be like, oh, you like this, and then they might add something, ask me if I like it. So it's like that type of vibe.
I like that. You gonna tell us the single that's coming out next, or maybe the big project that's coming out next that we can look
I
forward to?
actually don't know where I want my next single to be, and I do have an EP together, but I don't know the date that it's dropping yet. So just know that it's coming. Y'all got some songs, and y'all got another song, and it's
Yeah,
coming. And I really think y'all gonna like we the listening party. We was at the listening party, we would have got a little sample, and everybody was like, it was no skips.
girl, did nobody tell me about? Wait, yeah, I
I
lied. I'm
posted
sorry. I'm sorry. I lied. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
it.
Sometimes
Okay.
I just be old. Just be old. It don't make no sense because I'm 27.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't be acting like that. You not even
I
30 yet.
mm, I apologize. God damn, that crept up on me. Mm.
It's okay. I understand.
But you have the single with Desiree.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other collaborative singles that you have? Maybe it's not on the project, the EP coming out, but maybe there's maybe some singles that have been, released.
You funny. What does that mean?
No,
I do have some
I
other
didn't want to.
songs.
I didn't want to say lead. I didn't want to say lead because I'm like, oh, that has such a negative connotation to it. But maybe something you put out that you haven't had the visual for yet.
I ain't put nothing out yet that I ain't. That's what leak. What you mean leak? Like I be sending my friends my songs to my friends sometimes, so maybe they leaked that. I don't know, but
No, no, I
I
don't know. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know nothing. I really don't. I really don't know nothing. I was just asking, or maybe you could send something to me. I mean, I
oh
won't put
you
your business
funny.
out there, but
Right, I got you. I can sing with some. I got you. No, I don't have nothing leaked, but I do have other song. I don't know if you ever heard this artist named J.RENAE. Me and him did a really dope little upbeat track. I don't know if it's gonna go on the EP, but I might definitely like outside of the EP put it out. So, and then I got a couple other features that I'm trying to get, so I ain't gonna say, but I've definitely got some features coming. Definitely.
so before we leave, I gotta ask you, who are your top 5 artists, dead or alive?
Top 5 artists that are alive. For sure, number 1 is my Lauryn Hill. Tupac is my second favorite artist. Thirdly is Drake. Fourthly is Wayne. This flies with the piss me off. And then fifth, that's a tie. It's like between Nicki and Megan, because really they low key like on the same level in me as far as how much I listen to them. So they share the fifth spot.
Even the beef on Twitter, they still share the same spot.
they they still the same in my head. Y'all on the same level. I don't give a fuck what she one talking about it. So y'all on the same level in my head. So I don't know.
And for all the upcoming artists in the city or even just around the world in general, what is some advice you can give to them?
Some advice is to definitely try to stay as focused as you can on your goals and don't let the life surroundings, because they will always deter you. And it sucks to say it because life is life and we have responsibilities, but if you can keep your dream alive and really work for it through the madness, it will definitely pay off eventually. So just stay consistent, stay focused. You gotta have a ton of vision, okay? Ton of vision.
And tell everybody where they could find you, your platforms, where they could jam your music, the newest single, Thick, some other singles like Prayers. And then every you don't have to
You
laugh
funny.
at me. Oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Okay, all your social media platforms, all your music, where they can find you, follow you, all that.
Bad. So like she said, I am SunniThaRapper. You can follow me at SunniThaRapper, and that is all one word. And that's the same thing that you can type in on any music platform to find my new single Thick. That's THICKKK. Yup, 3 Ks, because we thick up in there. So make sure you follow me on Spotify and Instagram and all that. That's SunniThaRapper. Like I'm gonna say it again. SUNNI. That's I, not a Y. THA, not a E. Rapper. RAPPER. And go cop my single, please. My video is dropping next week, so be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna be dropping a little teaser after Sunny Week, so be on the lookout for that. And I appreciate you.
Yeah, everybody tap in with SunniThaRapper during Sunny Week, because it's gonna be lit in the what? Streets. Let know. Thank you so much for coming by and talking with me on the Talk With Me podcast. Girl, it's forever love over here. And
Huge.
I'm rocking with you. Right, wrong, indifferent. All right, peace.
Thank you, girl. Bye.